Hi guys, I'm Nicole Bastos from CNN Brazil. It's a pleasure to be talking to you. Thank you for being here and congratulations for the It show. It's amazing. We are loving it. So first, Rudy is half Brazilian. I want to know if he told you some of Brazilian culture, some Portuguese words.
Saudade.
Oh, this is a great
It's
word.
the best word I've ever heard.
Yes.
And it's a feeling I have all the time. So now I understand what I feel. I have a word for what I feel. I think that's the most important thing you've taught me besides how to be beautiful.
I think it's the only thing I taught you, to
I
be
think
honest.
that's all they taught me.
Cachaça.
Cachaça. You
Cachaça.
like it?
Yeah.
He's half Brazilian, but there's times where he's 100% Brazilian.
Yeah.
And sometimes he's
Yes.
200% Brazilian.
Yes.
A lot of times, yeah.
Great. What are you most excited to do together here in Brazil?
This?
This.
Yeah, and eat.
This is the first time we've done this.
Yeah, we've
together.
never done this together.
Yeah,
So this is pretty
You are
cool.
enjoying it.
very much
Yeah,
so.
Very much so.
Great. Brazilians are very warm.
Much warmer than
The water we had to endure.
during episode 5.
Yeah, in the
That
sewers.
was good.
Come on, that's the coffee.
My guy.
What are you excited to see here? Besides coxinha that you were eating?
Well, I wish we had
Yeah.
more days to spend in
Yes.
Sao Paulo, but unfortunately we have to commit to the schedule. But it's always a pleasure. It's not the first time we come to Brazil. Of course, we're from Argentina. We came to
Yesterday,
Sao Paulo many times.
We went to a restaurant. I have to mention it because it was one of the best meals I've had in my life. Banzeiro. It was just
Yes.
unbelievable, and I can't wait to go again.
So, Chris,
See.
Dick is a major character for Stephen King fans. What aspects of his essence you decided to keep, and what were different in your approach that you wanted to bring as something new?
Because the version of him that we know is so nice, kind, and affable, I wanted to make sure he was none of those things because he has to become those things. So it was very fun to create a guy who is not nice at all, who is selfish. I did want to keep a connection of what he loves because that's the most important thing I think in any person, what they love. But I wanted to make him messy. And I think just keeping him messy was important to me.
And how difficult it was to shift your interpretation in the second half of the series when things get even more tense and your characters becomes even more central to the story.
It's not difficult just because I know what's coming, and because we're so supported. I mean, they build these sets. If I have any question, everybody's there to answer me. We're so incredibly well taken care of that it's less about it being difficult, except for the sets. I mean, the sets. Any set with water is awful. It's awful. It's awful. I can't say awful enough because it's so uncomfortable, but that's what it's supposed to be. So because Andy's giving us all these practical things to be uncomfortable, we just embrace it and it becomes kind of it's very easy to be uncomfortable on our set.
Great. Rudy, welcome to Derry is very different from what have you done before. Your character is almost portrayed of how the series shows soldiers involved in a heroic Cold War style contest. How did you build your character within this scenario? And did you think he had a worthy ending?
Did he have a worthy ending?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm not a particularly well-versed or trained actor, but I love when I get the opportunity to explore characters, especially when they're sort of extensions of who I am. I've never been in this sort of setting. I can't relate to fighting in any war or being a soldier or even flying a plane of any caliber. And I didn't really care about any of that as much as I was thinking about who was Paulie to me. So I sort of created a version of what I believe my father was in his 30s. He's Italian and he moved to the United States and he had a huge complex as an immigrant that everybody was sort of against him. And I feel like Paulie has that also because of his size. He sort of has this Napoleon complex, and it was really cool for me to play a character who pretends to be indestructible when really he's extremely insecure and really scared. And he uses humor and wit as a defense mechanism. Do I think that he had an earned conclusion? I'd say so, yes, because for the most part, he seems pretty quick-witted, defensive, selfish, and then he does this very selfless thing, which is almost counterintuitive to everything he represents. So I thought it was a cool, for a smaller character to have such a big moment was really rewarding.
Beautiful answer. In the behind the scenes of the show, Rudy said that the sewer set with the water was one of the most, what was one of the coolest things you ever seen in person. What was the immersion for you both as actor in this horror series with a terrifying villain? Did you get any scared, any moment? How was this immersion for you?
You know what moment actually did scare me? I almost drowned, almost died.
What?
Oh my
See,
God.
Not on set, in real life.
Okay.
More importantly. And so when Dick jumps into the thing and it turns into the pool, I did all my stunts for the most part, and that was actually properly scary for me.
Oh, whoa, I didn't know this.
Yeah, my wife was there and everything. Like we had a small crew at this scuba place somewhere in Toronto, and I remember saying to Emmanuel, who directed that episode, I was like, "Hey, my guy, I might not be that nice today, like because I'm actually afraid. This is not Dick Halloran. Chris Chalk is actually afraid." So that's to actually answer the question instead of avoiding the answer. That was actually scary, and the rest of it is just about comfort levels.
Do you think that it aided the performance?
Yeah, 100%, and my confidence. To be honest, like it wasn't as terrifying as I thought it would be, but I was massively insecure about it.
Wow.
Okay. What about you, Rudy?
Nothing like that.
No. Did you don't get scared?
Again, I was on a lot less sets for a lot less time, but we shared the experience of being massively uncomfortable in the sewers, and it was really long days. And these guys are used to it; they act a lot. But for someone who is less in that world, I couldn't believe the level of discomfort.
It was so fun to watch you be like, "Are we still doing
I
this?
couldn't believe.
Like, are we still doing this?"
But character, I feel like that's how
That's
Paulie
so
would
you,
react.
yeah. Like that's such a Paulie. We loved it. That was a good fun. But also, I don't know that any of us are used to that kind of discomfort. To be honest, like that was crazy.
One of my biggest pet peeves is being wet.
Same.
Yeah,
I don't like my hands wet.
yeah, and nothing worse. Really,
I
hands?
hate it.
Well, being wet in a dry setting.
Does it make sense?
If you could describe the final episodes in one word, what would it be?
The word would be saudade.
Oh, that's actually really
Yes.
relevant. Very good.
What are you most excited for the audience to see in the final episodes?
Oh man, they are my favorite. 7 and 8 are my favorite episodes. So I can't wait because they're so emotional and epic.
Yeah,
They're
the conclusion
massive.
of so many different plots and characters. I think all kinds of emotions will appear in 7 and 8, and the rest is for the audience to process and watch and enjoy and decide.
Bringing Pennywise to the movies has its own particularities, and I heard Barbara say that you wanted to be on the same level or even above with the show. So what technical challenges did you face in this new phase of the story and the monster with the show?
I don't think we had technical challenges. I think they were we had the great challenge of of finding ways to up the stakes. Basically, it had to be deeper, more dangerous, more emotional, and that's what Andy does. So here we are.
Great. You both intentionally took your time to show Pennywise in the show. How did you work to develop this tense atmosphere without pushing away the audience?
Well, God, I love talking. No,
You want me to answer?
No, let
You
me
can both
start and
talk
then
in this
yeah.
one.
So for us, it was a very important part of the movie and a very important part of the TV show, not to allow the audience to feel comfortable in the presence of Pennywise. So if he's there too much, you are going to end up getting used to him. So we knew that we wanted him to come at the right time. And the creative challenge, I think, was to have other incarnations of Pennywise, because he is a shapeshifter, so he's a very useful character in that sense. That have the other incarnations of shapeshifters come and be as scary as Pennywise. And again, here we go.
Yeah, so it's a slow burn. Wanted to, delay the apparition. And in a format like this, which is like it takes not just 4-5 episodes for it to appear. It takes 5 weeks, and the phenomena, the cultural phenomena of a show that people kind of are attracted to from episode 1 on. It's really fascinating, and the uncertainty of the audience. It's like, when is it going to appear? I heard this thing. I heard that. So there's a chatter. There's a conversation online and social media, which is really fascinating. I haven't seen, because this is the first TV show that we do. But it's really something to see how the mysteries are part of the culture. The mysteries in the show are so much part of the culture, and the delaying of its apparition was one of the biggest ones.